Hey guys, today I want to take a look at this program called SpeedyPC Pro, and the reason why I want to take a look at it is because, as you know, if you've maybe watched some of my other videos, I had a couple issues with a new laptop I got. I was getting some blue screens, some crashes, and I actually managed to fix those with RegCure Pro. And I really want something, I'm looking for something that I can basically maintain that, make sure nothing happens with my system, make sure it's always kept up to date, and, any problems or malware or anything like that are just constantly being scanned. So I wanted to take a look at this program here. And basically, I've been using Advanced System Care 5 for a little while, and it's been working fairly good, but I want something a little bit more robust, give me a few more options. And this SpeedyPC Pro is made by the same company that makes RegCure Pro, so I really like that program, so I thought I would take a look into this. So I'll give you a quick overview of what this has. We'll do a little bit of a scan, and then just I'll let you know what I think once I've basically run through it. But overall, it's a pretty robust program, as I mentioned. It does a lot of things, scanning for all various system problems, registry issues, DLL problems, missing DLLs, ActiveX issues. Gets rid of any privacy problems you may have with your Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, all of that. Clears out your junk files. Malware protection. I'm usually very on top of that because I definitely am worried about malware stuff, so I do a lot of those scans with some other programs too. And then system performance as well, which is a pretty handy thing, letting you know if you've got anything that's really slowing down your machine. So as you can see, I ran an initial scan here. I've got quite a few items, 249 to be repaired. You can see the performance over here is quite low. Luckily, they're all just problems without any malware, because like I said, I do some regular scans with that. And just before we do go into the system scan, just a few other things I kind of like about this program. I do like that it is, Microsoft partner. That's good. It's something where they work with Microsoft in terms of Windows 7, Windows XP, to really make a program that is powerful and can really take advantage of those operating systems. It's also got a system restore element in it, which is kind of handy to have. It kind of allows you to have everything in one place in terms of maintaining and taking care of your PC. And I also really liked some of the tools here. You've got your regular process manager, your startup manager in terms of what programs are loading up on startup. You can see them all here. If you've got some that are really slowing you down, you can remove some of these if you want to. And one thing I really did like was this file manager. I thought this was really cool because you can basically type in any sort of extension. If you're trying to open a file and you're unable to open it, you can type in the extension. In this case, I typed in PDF, and it just comes up with these programs that allow you to open it. So another common one obviously would be like say a zip file, and you just search for it, and it instantly comes up with some of the highest rated programs for that. So I thought that was a really cool feature. I've never actually seen that before, but it's fairly common that you download something or you have something that you don't have the proper extension for, and you can just easily find the software. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, I'm going to, I'll run a quick system scan here. You can see it's just going through and finding some issues, and I'll pause this and we'll come back to it and take a look at what we get once we're done. Alright, so as you can see, even though I've been trying to maintain this PC a fair bit, I still do have some problems. Overall, it's not horrible. The performance is fairly low, as you can see. We do have some system problems in here, some problem shortcuts and things that are missing. You can see that I've got a few COM ActiveX entries that also need to be taken care of. So there is some pretty important stuff there, and it is pretty serious. That once we take care of that, it should speed up the system a fair bit. One minor performance problem in terms of a program that probably doesn't need to be loaded up on boot up, and so it will speed up turning on the computer and getting everything loaded up into Windows. And definitely the privacy items and the junk files I'm pretty concerned about. So I'm going to take care of this stuff. I especially want to see if my boot up is a little bit faster, see how things are running. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to do the registration on this and see how it goes in terms of fixing everything, and see what my performance is like, see if I can get a little bit of increased performance here once I take care of that. Alright, so I went through and registered SpeedyPC Pro, and Gave it a thorough scan, and now my PC, as it says here, is running in good shape. I have very few problems. I'll run a quick scan here just so you can see the difference that it's made. And I'll just restart this in one moment when the scan is done. It doesn't take long. Alright, so now you can see that the performance issue, that's gone. System problems are down to very few. Everything here is good. I've got a few junk files just because those are kind of created when you restart Windows, but overall things are running really well. Performance is at max, and I restarted my computer after this, after I ran this the first time, and I found that it did save about 30 seconds on my boot up time, which is pretty nice, and it does seem a little bit snappier, so pretty happy with it. And I think that if you set up, you can go into the settings here and you can set up a custom scan schedule. So that's what I'll be doing, just setting it up so it scans every week and make sure that from this point forward, my system is being properly optimized, being taken care of, having all the general maintenance done, so I just don't have to worry. So yeah, seems like a pretty good program. I'm going to keep using it for a couple weeks here, see how it goes, but I'm really liking it so far. So check it out if you want, SpeedyPC Pro. I'll throw a link under the video if you want to just download the demo of it. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.